Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you didn't notice from the title of this video, I'm pregnant and I'm finally sharing it with you guys. I'm 18 weeks as of yesterday, so almost halfway through my pregnancy. So I'm finally starting to feel good. It was a rough first trimester as usual with morning sickness and all that, but we made it. We're feeling better and everything's going smoothly, so I'm thankful for that. In today's video I want to show you like kind of how I found out I was pregnant and like telling my husband, and I have like clips of that, but I figured I'd like kind of talk you through it because they're just kind of random clips, but kind of like a backstory. For like a week I was feeling really tired once it got to the evening, like way more tired than I usually am. And like it was just so hard for me to like the last like stretch of the evening till Andrew got home, like to entertain Remy. I was just like so tired and I was like, why am I so much more tired? Is he just like, does he just have way more energy than normal and I just like am having a hard time keeping up or what? And it didn't hit me at all that I could be pregnant. But I had stopped breastfeeding at the beginning of August, and it was like August 13th that I ended up taking the test, and we were doing like an every other night, taking turns putting him down to sleep, since I had stopped breastfeeding, because I used to feed him to sleep, and then since I had stopped we were doing every other night. So like the first night that I was feeling really tired, I was like, it was so hard to put him down, and then it was Andrew's turn and I just like fell right asleep as he was putting Remy down, and then it was my turn, and that was the night I took the test. And I literally like told Andrew, like, I don't even think that I can like pick up a book to read to Remy to help him fall asleep. Like, I am that tired. I'm so exhausted, but I'm gonna try, like, even though I literally feel so tired to the point where I don't even think I can sit in a chair and read him a book, which felt crazy. So I started putting him down to sleep, and I was just like reading him his books, and then it kind of hit me. I was like, wait a second, the only time I remember feeling like this exhausted, I was pregnant. So I was like reading him the book and I was like kind of smiling because I'm like, oh my gosh, am I pregnant? But like I was like, there's no way, like there's no way. But I was like, I really could be pregnant. So I'm reading him the book, I'm singing him his songs, he fell asleep, and I'm just like holding him, like smiling as big as possible, because like I know, even though I didn't know yet, I'm like, wow, I'm pregnant. Somehow I'm pregnant. So as soon as I put him down in his crib, I like snuck into our bathroom and took it, like I had a test in there from like a previous time I tested that I ended up not being pregnant, but like I thought I was, and I wasn't. So it was like way earlier on in the year, but I had remembered that I bought 2 tests. So I went into the bathroom, but I didn't want Andrew to know I was taking it, so I actually took it into another bathroom. He was like, what the heck are you doing? But I took the test and I was just like, I'm pregnant. Like, I'm just smiling, like giddy, like, because I wanted to be pregnant soon, but like we like actually were thinking of trying soon, and then we decided like maybe we would put it off a little bit because Andrew was going through like a job change and interviewing and all that, a possible job switch, and he was like interviewing. He ended up getting the job, but like he was in an interviewing process and he was kind of like stressed, and we were just like, hey, let's just put it off, see where this all goes, and then maybe we can try again later in the year. So we did really want to be pregnant, but we were just kind of like holding off. But anyways, I take the test and I didn't even get a chance to like not see it because like I'm literally like setting it, like putting the pee on the stick and then like going to set it down, and as I'm setting it down it shows 2 lines. So I was like, oh, I already know I'm pregnant. So I like went to turn on my camera, but like I had already saw, so like I show a little bit of my reaction in a little bit, but it's like I already had started reacting without filming and all that. So, but this was my like little reaction that I caught on camera. So then I was like, oh my gosh, I need to like tell Andrew, how am I gonna do this? And I wanted to catch it on camera, and I thought he would know for sure because he was already in our room, in our bed. But luckily, like with his whole interview process, he had to take like a personality test, so he was doing that on the bed, and like he didn't even like really pay attention to what I was doing. So I set up the camera, and then like I told him like everything I just told you, like how I'd been feeling tired, how like I was like, wait, I think I might be pregnant and all that. So I'll show you that clip now. When I was putting Remy down, I was like, it's so weird how I've been so exhausted lately.
Yeah.
So like, then I went on my period app, and it says I'm 2 days late to my period.
Oh.
Yeah. So then I took a pregnancy test, and it says I'm pregnant.
That's crazy.
Look how
Wow.
it didn't even take 3 minutes.
Wow.
I'm in shock. I
Yeah.
didn't think I was.
That's awesome. Oh.
I'm just like,
I was kind of wondering because you've been hungry.
I've been hungry.
You've been like, oh,
I've just been tired in the evening. Isn't that crazy?
That is, I don't know.
I was like, okay, I was putting him down, and I was just like, I'm so exhausted. Like, that's so weird. Like, I just feel so drained at the end of it. And so I was like, oh wait, I'm just gonna see when my period's gonna start. And it said it was 2 days.
And you're pregnant.
And I'm pregnant.
That's crazy.
I took the test without telling you because I was like, I'm not gonna say anything because who knows. And then literally, as soon as I put the pee on this stick, it pee going.
Dang. No, that's wild. That's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
I can't believe
I can't believe it. I'd be more excited if I wasn't
I know.
taking this freaking assessment.
Okay, I honestly took it. I saw the 2 lines. Even though I wasn't like super expecting them, I was like, it's kind of a weird situation. I took the 2 lines. I took the test and I accidentally looked down before I was like going to film it. And I just like went to go, and it's like already peaked. It hadn't even been like 2 seconds. So I didn't really like, I was like, and my reaction was just kind of like,
Yeah, mind-boggling. It's just crazy.
oh my
Congratulations. To us.
To us. Isn't that crazy?
No, that's insane.
Oh
Wow.
my gosh. I have a theory on how it might have happened. But I was recording your reactions.
Oh, okay.
So that is how I found out I was pregnant. It was a surprise, a great surprise. And I'm thankful it was a surprise because I just, like with Remy, we were trying, and like with Shiloh, it was a surprise. And then with Remy, we were trying and everything went well. But it was just kind of like stressful leading up to like the wait of seeing like if you're pregnant or not. And it was just like nice this time that we didn't have to go through that. And also it ended up working out perfect, even though we said we were gonna wait and see how everything went. Like right after we found out we were pregnant, Andrew found out he got the job. So everything fell into place. It was perfect timing, God's timing. It was perfect. So I'm glad that it happened the way it did and that we didn't end up waiting. And yeah, we're pregnant. So I'm really excited. I feel like a lot of excitement and joy this time around. Like my last pregnancy felt kind of anxious because it was right after loss. And there's been moments of anxiousness during this pregnancy for sure. But I've just mostly been able to like really soak it in and enjoy it, and I'm thankful for that. And I think like I noticed like my pregnancy with Shiloh was like hard for me because I was sick most of it, and I don't think I really knew how much I enjoyed it until I wasn't pregnant anymore. And then like I realized like how special pregnancy is. So then with Remy, I knew how special it was, but I was scared as crap because I was afraid like I was gonna lose him too. So I was so anxious that pregnancy. Like even though like I love being pregnant in a way, like I do love being pregnant, but that time it was just like so stressful. And then this time I feel like I can truly like soak in the excitement because I don't only know loss anymore. Now I also know like a successful full-term pregnancy where the baby lives. So I feel like because I have that, there's still moments of anxiousness because we have had a loss, but I feel like so much more just like calm this time and not so anxious. And I'm really grateful for that because I thought every pregnancy for the rest of my life was going to be like the scariest thing I've ever gone through, but also the greatest thing I've ever gone through. It's just like, it's so, I just remember looking back at Remy's pregnancy and being like, oh my gosh, I missed that. Like I loved being pregnant, but also it brought up feelings of anxiousness just looking at pictures because of how I felt when I was pregnant and just being scared. But I also enjoyed it so much. Like I took so many pictures and really enjoyed it. So I'm just feeling this time that I can like enjoy it more. I think having Remy, like raising him, having that distraction really helps with that. Helps me not to let the anxiousness like sink in or anything like that. And I can just like kind of enjoy it and all that. But of course there's moments that still pop up where I feel a little anxious. And I actually have a cool story about that. Like I was feeling really anxious taking a shower at my 16-week appointment day. I was taking a shower before the appointment and I hadn't felt movement yet. Like I had felt it once, I think around 11 weeks. And then I hadn't felt it since then. It was just like super low and just like a flutter. And then I was just like praying because I don't know what was happening, but I was just going through so much anxiousness that morning. And I think it's just because like all my appointments, like that appointment was going to be an ultrasound and I was afraid to find out bad news. And like, I don't know, I was feeling really anxious and I like was praying, like I was like, Lord, please, like, let there be a heartbeat and, like, all that. I just was, like, praying so hard for that because I was just feeling so anxious that there wouldn't be because my mind was going to that bad place. But then, like, literally as soon as I said that, I felt the baby kick for the first time. So I, like, definitely got super emotional. And I am again because, yeah. If you've been through a late term loss, you just know how like special feeling kicks are, and like especially in a moment of anxiousness, it's just like so like such a relief and so much peace to feel that. So anyways, obviously I still get super emotional when I'm pregnant, especially I feel like I've gotten so emotional my last pregnancy and this one because it does bring me back to my first pregnancy with Shiloh a lot. It makes me feel like I always feel really connected to her, but it just brings back like that close connection I had with her in a way. Like it helps me remember it. And so I definitely get emotional over all that pretty often when I'm pregnant, as well as when I'm not pregnant. But I think pregnancy just like brings back like that time like to my mind. Like it brings it back into my mind, and I'm able to like kind of relive it a little bit, even though it's like a different baby and it feels like so different being a different baby and all, but it just like gives me a little reminder of what it was like to carry her. So I showed you my reaction, Andrew's reaction, and then like the next day I did tell Remy when he woke up in the morning, so I'll show you a little clip of that. Good morning. I'm so excited to see you this morning and every morning. Hey, I have something to tell you. Did you know that? I have something to tell you. You want to take your sleep sack off? Hey, guess what? Mommy has a baby in her belly. I have a baby in my belly. And you're a big brother. You're a big brother. You're not just a little brother, you're a big brother. And you're like, I have no clue what just came out of your mouth. And then you can get some breakfast. Get some breakfast for the big brother. He obviously had no clue what I was saying, but I have been able to, like, I showed him his birth video and like showed him pictures when I was pregnant and how we went to the hospital and I was still pregnant, and then he came out and then I wasn't pregnant, and like he's getting the concept of there's a baby in there. I feel like that kind of helped him. So now he like, I'm always like, whenever I say baby or something, he like touches my belly, so it's really sweet. But when I told him in that moment, he had no clue. But it is sweet to see him like somewhat understand that there's a baby, and just, I don't know. I wonder what it's gonna be like once the baby's here and like all that. Like, I just can imagine him being a little clingy, but also he does like taking care of things, like when we're playing pretend and stuff. So I wonder if he'll like be excited, and I'll show him like videos of him when he was a baby and he thinks they're cute and like laughs and smiles. And I've watched a few of my friends' babies and he's been really good with them, so it will be fun to see how he steps into the big brother role when the baby's here. But I'm glad I'm finally able to share this news with you guys, and we do know the gender, we do know the name, so I'm sure I'll be sharing that soon, but I'll save that for another video. But thank you guys for watching. I will see you in my next one.